Namaste. On behalf of ICMA Foundation, I'd like to extend a very warm welcome to each and every one of you to week 9 of our Isolated Yet Together mini concert series. My name is Priya. I'm coming to you from New Jersey today, and I'm really excited to be your host for today's program. I was first introduced formally to Indian classical music about 11 years ago by my guru, Sri Mahesh Kare. And it was like opening my eyes to this whole beautiful universe, which was there for me to explore and to pursue and to enjoy. And my life hasn't been the same since then. I'm a volunteer with ICMA Foundation, and I'm passionate to do this work and honor this really rich tradition and our heritage. And I also would like, I like to play my whatever small part I can in spreading the joy of this music to as many people as possible. I know many of my friends on the ICMA volunteer team share many of these sentiments as well. It's hard to believe that we are already entering the 3rd month of this concert series. And many of you have actually been here from day one and along for the whole journey and more to go. And there have been several of you who've joined us along the way, and it's wonderful to have you here. So on that note, if you have friends or family, colleagues, anyone who you think would enjoy this program, please invite them to join. You can share the links, the social media links. You can tag them in the comments. We would love for them to be here with us today. And along those lines, please do keep all of those beautiful comments flowing during the program. It's very heartwarming for the artists as well as for our volunteer team to see your reactions, to see your words of encouragement, and it goes a long way. Moreover, it's a little bit of a glimpse for us into to get to know all of you, and you're really this beautiful and growing musical community that makes today's event so special. So before we get started on today's theme, I'd like to just share a couple of words about about the initiative. And so, ICMA Foundation has been around for about a decade. We are we do our work with a mission to preserve, nurture, and celebrate Indian classical music. And so, as we look back, a couple of we rewind the clock a bit to March of this year, and everyone's lives globally were really just upended by this crisis. And the artist community especially has been impacted in so many ways. Concert spaces, concert tours, venues, communities have been disrupted. So the Artist Appreciation Awards 2020, as well as the ICMA Mini Concert Series, have been our way and our response to this situation. So on that note, maybe we may have a short video to share.
Namaskar, this is Smita, and this gives us immense happiness, joy and pleasure.
I'm very much delighted and grateful
for this Artist Appreciation Award 2020.
I'm really honored to receive this
by the ICMA Foundation.
From California and from Mahesh Dada's Institute.
Co-founder Purva Guzarji and the entire ICMA team
for putting up such a great concept and executing it so well.
Hi, my name is Mahesh Kare and I'm again here on behalf of Indian Classical Music and Arts Foundation or ICMA Foundation. About 7-8 weeks ago, as a response to the COVID-19 coronavirus situation, we had started an initiative of Artist Appreciation Awards and the Isolated Yet Together mini concert series. The award consists of a sum of 25,000 rupees and an opportunity to perform in the Isolated Yet Together mini concert series.
इसका उद्घाटन करने के लिए मुझे जो उन्होंने सोचा, ये सम्मान दिया, इसके लिए मैं उनका आभारी हूँ.
We congratulate and we thank Mahesh Kale and Purvi Kale to take this initiative.
अल्लाह उनको अच्छा रखे. मेरी यही दुआ है.
As the pandemic grips the world, forcing all of us into social distancing, music is one of the powers that can bring all of us together despite being in isolation. ICMA Foundation has captured that very aptly in their theme for the occasion, Isolated Yet Together.
The fact that they chose me to present my music and accept this award it means a huge amount to me.
We've had a wonderful response. The artists are grateful for the opportunity. We have had awardees from Delhi, West Bengal, Madhya Pradesh, Uttar Pradesh, Kerala, Chennai, Maharashtra, Bangalore, amongst other states. Also Washington States and New York. There are a couple of awardees from here. And we have had viewers. We started this primarily for the ICMA audience, which is in the Bay Area, but it turns out that we have had audience from the world over, from very unlikely and unique places like Cape Town, Mauritius, Sri Lanka, but obviously United States and India and Australia and Europe and everything in the middle. Wanted to send this clip just to thank all of you for all your support, for watching, for donating, for sending us beautiful messages. Please keep watching us every Saturday, 9 a.m. Pacific time, which is 9:30 p.m. Indian Standard Time.
So with that, let's move on to today's concert and theme. Our theme today is Crossing Borders, Traditional Music, Contemporary Expression. And we're really excited. We have two young and passionate artists with us today to share their music, Utsav Lal and Abhay Nayampally, and they're really pursuing Indian classical music in very uncharted ways. So I'd like to invite ICMA's founder, Sri Mahesh Kare, to please come join us to say a little bit more about the theme.
Namaste, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are. Every week is exciting for all of us, but I think today is slightly more exciting for me. And the reason is it's the most unique of all the concerts that we have done so far in the Isolated Yet Together mini-series. Let's see, what are the reasons you would like today's concert? If you like piano, you would like today's concert. If you like Hindustani music, you'd like today's concert. If you like piano playing Hindustani music, you would love today's concert. If you like electric guitar, you would like today's concert. If you like Carnatic music, you will like today's concert. And if you liked electric guitar playing Carnatic music, you'd like today's concert. So there is many reasons you would like today's concert. And I want you to sit back and enjoy. Before that, I'm going to have to ask you to do a couple of things if you can. If you think there are unlikely people that have not been initiated into Indian classical music so far, but they like piano or the guitar or Western music, so to say, please tag them in this live as it's happening right now and give us a chance to introduce Indian classical music to more people. The other thing that I want you to do is, I'm just throwing it out there. Let's start a positivity chain. The first thing that comes to your mind when we say Isolated Yet Together mini-series, it's been 2 months now, so we are friends. And we are not just hello, hi friends, but we are friends that have met regularly for the last 8 weeks. So I believe you probably have a little bit to say about Indian classical music. So here's how we can do it. First, record a video saying, I think ICMA Foundation's Isolated Yet Together is wonderful, beautiful, whatever you want to say. Post that video on your Facebook or your social media channel. Tag 3 friends that you know have been watching this. And let's try to get this positivity chain going around. There's way too much negativity in the world, and I think we should try to do something positive. That will help also spread our Indian classical music amongst more people. So that's an added advantage. And one last thing before we go on, I have a video bite from a friend of mine. He's a senior musician, a jazz, Indian classical music and jazz musician. We have worked together several times in the past few years, also in India. and I'm very excited that he has something to say about ICMA's Isolated Yet Together series. Don't forget to share your bites and tag your friends in this chat right now and on your pages. Let's hear the bite.
Hello, everyone. This is George Brooks here in California. I would like to bring to your attention a wonderful program that's been started by my good friends Mahesh Kale and Purva Kale through their ICMA. It is called Isolated Yet Together, and what they do is they search India and beyond to look for incredibly talented, sometimes lesser known, sometimes more well-known talent to present to you through their Facebook live stream. This is a great initiative. It's helpful to the artists. It helps support them financially. I encourage you to go to the ICMA website or to Mahesh Kale's Facebook page, learn more about Isolated Yet Together, and if you are able to, offer them financial support. If not, just enjoy the live concerts. Great initiative. It's important. It's helpful. And during these times, as I'm sure you know, musicians are struggling perhaps more than most, as there is no opportunity for us to perform live. The program will feature Abhay Nayampally, who plays Carnatic guitar, and my good friend Utsav Lal, who's one of the rare exponents of North Indian classical music who performs on the piano. He's a good friend. He's a wonderful musician. We've had the opportunity to perform together and are looking forward to performing together in the hopefully not too distant future. Okay, take care. Stay well. Stay safe.
Thank you, Georgie, for such a nice message and for your support. So with that, please join me in extending a very warm welcome to our first awardee and performer today, Utsav Lal.
Namaste. Thank you.
Namaste, Utsavji. Welcome on behalf of all of us at ICMA, and congratulations on your award. We are all
Thank
excited.
You so much. I just wanted to say thank you so much for having me over here. It's really wonderful.
It's great to have you. We're excited on many, many levels. I'm personally excited because you're a US-based awardee and you're sort of in my backyard in the New York area. I'm sure you are used to the wonder and sort of the expression on people's faces when they hear you render a rag on the piano. And I saw that firsthand in my house this week. I have a 7-year-old son. He learns piano, he learns Indian music. And I said, come and listen to Rag Yaman on the piano. And his eyes sort of popped out of his head. And we listened to a bunch of your music. And then he looked at me and he said, Mom, we're just so lucky. And so I wanted to say thank you for inspiring some very, very young music lovers amongst us. And I think there are probably a lot such youngsters in the audience today, too.
Well, that's so sweet of you to say. Thank you.
So I'd like to share your background with our audience so they can know a little bit more about you. Utsavji began his music career at a young age and has become a celebrated world pianist, known as the Raga pianist, who blends jazz, Western classical, Irish music, and free improvisation into his renditions of Indian ragas. His work is deeply rooted in North Indian classical music, and he's a disciple of Ustad Wasifuddin Dagar from the historic Dagarwani tradition, and of violinist Sharad Srivastav from the Sainya Gharana. Named a Young Steinway Scholar in 2010, Utsavji has been invited to perform at many prestigious global venues, including Carnegie Hall, the South Bank Center, the Kennedy Center, the National Concert Hall in Dublin, NCPA, so many more. Utsavji was the first musician to introduce the piano as an Indian classical instrument at the prestigious Harivallabh Sangeet Sammelan in 2012, the Saptak Classical Music Festival in 2015, and at the HCL Classical Concert Series in New Delhi. Utsavji, on behalf of ICMA, a big congratulations to you on this award. Would you like to say a few words to the audience?
Yeah, I mean, it's all from my teachers. I've been lucky to have, I'm so lucky to study with my Guruji, Wasifuddin Dagarji, and then there's so many other musicians who have inspired me. It was so nice to see George's video He's been very inspirational, and it's just kind of insane how many people come through your life and then you develop relationships and they offer guidance, and one little thing leads to discovering something else and then building and then spending a couple of weeks immersed in it and learning. So yeah, it's super exciting. And thank you so much for this opportunity and giving me a chance to present my music. Huge respect for Maheshji and ICMA as well. So this feels very, very special.
Namaste, Utsavji. How are you?
Namaste, Maheshji. I'm good. How are you?
It's wonderful to have you on ICMA's Isolated Yet Together today. This is for the audience so that they know a little background of how we met. I had actually watched a video of yours and was blown away. And I realized that only after I finished meeting you the second time, that was you. And then when we were discussing about the Stanford Jazz, that's like a yearly affair that we have at Stanford University, we had a conversation, George and me, and then I was like, do you know Utsav Lal? He might be a great person to have in this year. And he was like, yeah, I know him. And in fact, he is playing together with me around the same time. And that got me excited, and that's how we met. And we actually discussed a little bit and were thinking of rehearsals when this pandemic hit us. And unfortunately, the Stanford Jazz concert that we were supposed to play together had to be postponed. I hope that happens the next year. But in the meantime, I thought that was too long a period to go without sharing your music with everyone that I know. And Isolated Yet Together was a great opportunity. And that's how we have Utsavji here today. Thank you so much, Utsavji, for accepting this award, and cannot wait to listen to you.
Thanks so much, Mahesh. I'm very, very grateful for this.
You're most welcome. Let's listen to what you have to play.
Namaste. I would love to start off with Rag Utsav. It's a rag that I really love, and I'm going to do a short alap to Chala in this rag. Huge thanks to all of my teachers, my Guruji, Utsav Lal, and if there's time, I might play a short three-held composition that I learned very recently from Warren Sanders. So thank you again so much for having me over here, and I hope you enjoy. going to play a short composition in Tinta that was taught to me by Warren Sanders. I'm going to finish off with a version of the absolutely incredible Tumri Yaad Piya Ki Hai by Ghulam Ali Khanji. And at Maheshri's request, I'm going to play this with a bunch of the other influences that I have, particularly jazz and free improvisation, and a lot of pianists who push the limits of the instrument, incorporating extended techniques and things like that. So it'll be quite different from the usual way that you present a Tungri, but I hope you enjoy it, and thank you so much for having me over here again today and listening.
Thank you, Utsav. That was amazing. I couldn't decide. It was so soothing. I couldn't decide whether to close my eyes and listen or to watch your fingers and watch sort of how the magic was happening. Let's thank you. Let's hear our social media is buzzing, so I'm just going to read a few comments. You can get hear a bit from the audience. So Ruchir from California says his left hand is like a tanpura and right hand is like a vocalist. Marathi Kaviyatri from Nashik, Maharashtra is having peace enjoying this Jugalbandi and of Indian and Western music from Nashik. Rushali Shetty in Pune says, Apratim never imagined Hindustani classical on piano. Proud of this new generation. Ashwini Marathe from Mumbai says, each note is different, but all of them are united to form a rainbow, exactly like rainbow colors. We can identify them, but we cannot separate out the background of endless blue sky. So there are lots of really sweet comments. I'm sure you'll have time later to go through them. But thank you once again.
Yeah, thank you so much for listening and for me to get a chance to share my music, especially on this piano, which, as you may have noticed, I was moving around quite a bit. It's I bought this for $50 and it's got a lot of problems with it. Like piano tuners won't go near it. So we've been experimenting on fixing it up and kind of fallen in love with all the different ways that it's broken now.
Well, it sounded incredible. So thank you so much. And congratulations again on your award. And looking forward to following your music in the future.
Thank you so much for having me.
Thank you. Namaste. So thank you, everyone. So now let's move on to the second performer. Please join me in welcoming our second artist today, Abhay Nayampally.
Namaste, everybody. Hi. Hello.
Namaste, Abhayji. Thank you for being here.
Namaste, Ji. Thank you for having me on board. Thank you so much. What a lovely session from Utsav Lal ji. I was just hearing it. It was beautiful. Absolutely beautiful.
Thank you so much. We're so happy to have you here today, and congratulations on your award.
Thank you so much. I'd like to thank Mahesh ji and ICMA for this beautiful, beautiful award. Thank you so much.
When many of us think of the guitar, so I'm born and brought up in the US, I think about Led Zeppelin or John Bon Jovi, and I think about all these sort of feel-good memories, sing-alongs and campfires and things that make me feel really nice. And I've been listening to your music all week and just captivated by it in a whole new way. But it's still, when you close your eyes and listen, it still sort of has all those nice warm memories and feelings. So we're really excited to hear your performance in just a bit.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
I'm going to take a minute and just share your background with the audience. So, Abhay Nayampally, a disciple of the late Maestro Vidwan Mandolin U. Srinivas, is an established Carnatic classical guitarist. He has many accolades to his name, including the title of Sangeet Kalaratnam. He regularly performs solo concerts and also collaborates with other artists for Jugalbandi and fusion projects. Some of the artists he's played with are Pandit Hariprasad Chaurasia, Shankar Mahadevan, Ustad Tawfiq Qureshi, and many, many more. He regularly records for the film industry and the ad world. His unique approach to the guitar, mixing elements of his guru's Carnatic mandolin style and a very gaiki style of playing to form this unique sound. So congratulations again. Would you like to say a few words more to the audience?
Yeah, I would like to thank everybody who's joined in here from all over the world. And I would like to thank Mahesh ji, Purva ji, and the entire team of ICMA for putting this beautiful concept together, isolated yet together. It's very reassuring in times like these, very uncertain times, but it's very reassuring to see, that semblance of normalcy within the music, within the 7 notes of the music. And it's actually a very beautiful platform for me to present my music as well, because we have, as we know today, 2 Western instruments, Utsav Bhai piano and me on the guitar. So it's very nice to actually see that the Indian classical music is, getting a chance to see these new innovations, if you may call it that, to come and be here in front of you all.
Namaste, Abhayji. How are you?
Namaste, Mahesh. Very nice to see you. How are you doing?
I'm doing quite all right. Just so the audience knows, and if you remember, the first time I think I met you was at Ravindra Natya Theatre, and we were rehearsing for
Yes.
Anahat, a concert that Taufik ji me, Sarang, and a bunch of other folks did. Uh, and I remember there was a sweet guitar player there who was sitting in the corner, not saying much beyond a hello. And then we went to the sound check and we had a wonderful concert. And then I got a chance to meet his parents. I like the soul with which he plays his guitar. I like the involvement he has with his instrument. And he opens up while he's playing, unlike when he is not and he's much reserved. But that made me remember him. And when we were starting this Isolated Yet Together series, I made sure that I got a chance to reach out to him and ask him if he was willing to accept this award. And thank you so much, Abhay, for accepting the award. And congratulations to you.
Thank you so much for giving this award and for honoring me with such a prestigious honor. And I'm truly blessed to be here today for you and all of you.
We are equally happy and honored to have original thinking musicians like you. Having said that, cannot wait to listen to what you're playing today. So let's listen to it.
Abhayji, that was mesmerizing. Thank you so much for sharing it with us.
Thank you so much. I'd just like to explain what I played there. I didn't want to take a break between the playing. So what I started off with is a Carnatic traditional raga called Gaman Ashram. I played about 9 to 10 minutes of a ragala panning in that. The second piece that I took is, I mean, a lot of you all might have recognized it. Those who are familiar with Marathi Natya Sangeet, it's a very famous composition by Pandit Jitendra Bishaki ji, Hey Suranno in the rag Charukeshi, which I did it in my own style. And the last composition, the third composition that I took, is a composition of my own. I've composed it. It's called Deflections of a Moonlight. And it's something that I'm experimenting, as Mahesh ji had requested me to dabble a little, between the worlds of jazz and Carnatic. And it's something that I'm trying to do in terms of trying to bring the Carnatic aesthetic to the jazz approach. And I want to kind of put the two together. So where classical music is concerned, we usually have one raga and we explore within that. I wanted to harmonize the piece in such a way that I explore it within a lot of different ragas and a lot of different, not to get too technical, but a lot of different shadaj, a lot of different saz. So I wanted to do it like a modal piece, but within the classical aesthetic. So it's something that I've been dabbling with during the lockdown, and I just thought I should present it here on this beautiful platform.
We loved it. It was beautiful, and thank you for sharing sort of your inspiration and a little bit about your
Thank you.
experimentation. It was beautiful. I'm going to share, there's some really sweet comments that have come in. I'm going to share a few with you. So we have Vittal from Kanyakumari saying he pours his creativity and divinity through his fingers. Vijay Lakshmi from Hyderabad says about Hey Surano, never expected the song to be beautifully presented in this novel method. Let's see. Anupama from Mumbai says, I've never heard these instruments, the piano and the guitar, playing Indian classical music, Hindustani and Carnatic, a very different melody. Love this new avatar of these instruments. And Swapna from Pune says, masterpiece, just out of this world. Listening to your music is like a drop of water creating magic, i.e. the ripples of notes. And there are many more. So hopefully you'll get a chance to read through them at your own pace later on.
Thank you so much to everybody who heard it and left your comments there. Thank you so much. It means a lot.
Well, listen, congratulations again on your award. And, we're looking forward to following you and wonderful to have you here today. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you again. Thank you, everybody. Thank you.
All the best. Well, I hope you all enjoyed this morning or this afternoon or evening, depending on where you are. It was a really wonderful concert. So thank you again to the musicians today. People ask us a lot about how they can help ICMA and help this isolated yet together cause. And I'll just say that the single most impactful thing that you can all do is actually also the simplest, and it's really to spread the word and share information about this with your friends and your family. So please do that. We're, of course, always very grateful for your support in any form, artist nominations, donations to the foundation. So thank you to all of you who have been reaching out. So with that, maybe we can take a quick sneak peek at next Saturday's concert theme. So next week, we'll have Morning Melodies, The Sounds of Daybreak, featuring awardees Dr. Ashish Ranade and Pandit Anand Terdar. They're both exponents of the Kirana Gharana. The morning ragas have a very special place in the North Indian classical music, and so this should really be a treat. So look forward to seeing all of you here at the same place, same time, 9 a.m. Pacific, noon Eastern, and 9:30 p.m. IST. So in the meantime, I hope you all stay safe. I hope you all stay well. We continue to be scattered all over the world in our respective homes, but it's really wonderful that we can spend our Saturdays together and enjoy our love of music together. So we're isolated yet together. Thank you, everyone. Have a great day.